Blessing you. Awakening People message for today is a message from Archangel Michael. Become a master. So open your soul, take a deep breath, close your eyes and believe in yourself. Greetings. It is wonderful to assert in you. It's marvelous to assert in you believing in your own worth a lot. It's fantastic that you feel a lot of often, a lot of deeply, the love and tremendous appreciation that life itself has for you. And in fact, when enclosed all together, that loving and appreciating you. As you feel this, you open, and all of life itself opens. At intervals, you have a lot of access to what's already streaming to you. And as you open up more and more often, you allow yourself to receive more. Life is supposed to be fluid. We've been considering these days the day to transmit what we would like to say to you, and the easiest method to speak concerning this can be to talk concerning water. Then we'll do this, however, we'll begin by saying life is meant to be fluid. Think about things that are fluid. You expertise life as an evolution series of perceptions. The feel of it, once you are open and permitting, will be quite fluid too, like water, easily and powerful. Water moves around things naturally. Suppose for an instant concerning these aspects and how they apply to you, with such as you to consider your own flow and the consistency of it. However fluid your expertise is and the way open you are to that. The keys to the present are three, maybe and maybe. This can be useful as a way of framing it. There is your relationship with life itself, your relationship with you, and your relationship with expression. These three relationships are what produce your expertise of the flow and your embodiment, and we've been informative concerning these three different aspects within you in several ways throughout the soul fests and different transmissions we share. Today we are starting to purpose to more of the complete picture and invite you to step additional into assured, skillful co-creation with us around these in participation in your life here. Your relationship with life itself will be one of expecting wonderful. Yes, we actually did simply say that after you perceive who you actually are, after you understand that you are one with everything, that you simply deeply and innately belong. After you get in approach that's within you, that's knowing that you are eternal, and this life here may be a temporary expression and you are innately free here to create. Life opens in a very, very different way. The way you do this is so easy, by what you provide your attention to and what you cultivate as your energy level. When you begin to essentially perceive all this in a very possible way for you, it's natural to accept good things and to get on what you'll feel as rising energy. And with that rising energy and momentum, there is one thing else that's raising you: your consciousness, your awareness. As your consciousness and your awareness rise, it expands. The expertise of this can be a liberation. It's so releasing to urge this and apply and witness the advantages of focusing and aligning with these unrelenting principles in life. To live this manner exposes most joy and potential for you. In your relationship to life itself too, you'll become more fully gifted. You'll embrace the instant wherever your power and consciousness lie, and come more fully into the present anytime it happens to you, allowing and learning and active, however, to not take hold things and how to not fear things and push them away, and rather begin to contemplate that you will trust life more fully. Because of this innate relationship you have with life, this suggests you simply be open and permit and do your best to feel what you'll all that's pleasant at the instant. But most of all, recognize that it's all moving, it's fluid. Life itself is dynamic, it's moving through you as you. Life is moving through you and expressing as you. Can you feel that? Can you feel what we are informing here? Informed to hear? It's using you. Life is using you and fulfilling you at identical time. Life is using you within the sense that you simply arise from this vaster wholeness and are a conduit for these energies to flow and focus and specific. You are one with all life and an expression of all life. Your cherubly being may be an approach that life itself expresses and experiences. You arise from life itself, produce specific and skilled creation as a receiver of this flowing, evolving expression of life. This is, in a very sense, consciousness, specifically unfolding at intervals you. Evolution, there is again nothing this side of flow. Life itself is flowing and fulfilling you by moving through you. And once your relationship to you is one amongst love and kindness and gentleness and attentiveness, perhaps not every minute, however, in angle and within the way you come to center after you care concerning yourself and the way you feel after you honor your feelings regardless of what they are and embrace yourself regardless of however it's going. You then enable life to flow through you more and more fully, and this can be a rising current. You become, through this rising current, exalted, more completely expressed here as you. This is the joy, really, of what's true abundance. The abundance you think about as being financial is truly most over that, is the fullness of life-giving to you that is yours, the well-being, the inspiration, the insight, the support, the experiences that further you. It's authorization to know this, and after you do, you start to relate to life terribly otherwise. And as you love and look after yourself, you permit the flow, then you specific. You are not simply prolific creators, you are prolific expressors. You are constantly emanating the energy that's you. And we have been talking concerning the tremendous gift, the blessings conferred on life by the emanation of your energy. Then, in your embodiment, there is all these wonderful expressions you show over here as you, and once you are permitting this flow, you don't wait and see. You don't wait and see, and you recover at doing the items in life that keep you from holding back. You learn to not compare yourself to others. You learn to be targeted in yourself and targeted on your own state, because the criteria for where things are going and what you are getting to do next. You allow yourself to be impressed by others and actually happy for them, because you understand they are showing you what's possible and you'll have what you wish. You are impressed by yourself too, and happy for you, and you learn to appreciate that you don't got to be excellent, you only got to be you. And after you are, and after you let yourself specific, while not overthinking it, by following what arises and intervals you, and what feels sensible, and you do that constantly, things develop and expand, and what's developing and increasing is you, the fulfillment of you. You further this flow, and you excel the fulfillment of your expression here, and life itself. Thought you is exalted, and your expertise is exalted too. This is joy in the body, is the equivalent of what we have in the most exquisite approach, in the non-physical, that we might decision bliss. We don't have bodies. You can feel bliss in your body too. However, the bliss we feel within the non-material may be a little more like joy. It's the rising energy in your bodies after you feel a delicious flow, an openness, and your being as relaxed and natural, and you are feeling fun and free, and spacious and open. This can be however joy feels to you, and in this mode. In this mode constantly, often, repeatedly. Wow, this can't be wherever miracles happen. What you think of as miracles anyway, and it's very simply what's forever flowing to you, really obtaining, receiving more and more often. Realized, recognized, experienced. This can be the enrichment of your life here. That's attainable after you open up your flow and permit yourself to specific. It all begins together with your relationship with you. That's one, and may you. And can you permit yourself to be specific a lot of freely, a lot of fully? Can you give up being careful and holding back and movement down, and understand if all the energy is flowing you, and you won't let it result you into the expression that calls to you? Imagine however it's getting backed up, and if you ever surprise why bound things that you can't get to you, you may consider maybe it's because there is energy simply moving around that you won't or hold back from permitting yourself to specific things that are needing to flow, that you are holding back, hesitating about, being careful with. Think about it. The energy that's life likes to move. It's got to flow. Light and energy are fast moving, and there is drive and momentum to stay moving. Can you give up needing to be right, needing to be excellent, needing to do it a very certain way? And instead of using that because the way you create decision and choose what you do, focus instead on what needs to flow through me and easily giving it type and focus, permitting yourself to express so life itself can flow. You empower life itself to specific and come into completion, that simple inner feeling of however you like being. Can you dare to love yourself enough to create that feeling indicative of one thing that lights in the way of you right now? Your way to all of this? The greatest magic there is, complete fulfillment over and over, till it becomes a state of being, so usually so delicious, and it's all unmoving in your flow. All of that concerning inner harmony, creating that feels right to you. What's right for you, and holding all the reminder be. Letting it and knowing simply not for me right now, however this is, and that I will feel it, and I know it's right for me right now because it feels sensible to me, and it needs to return through me. All of you have the capability and ability, and we've seen you all know to feel your own inner flow and the way it needs to be specific. It's such an amazing issue once our friends and their humanity come to a deep and grounded state of significance and let themselves flow, masterful, joyful, elation, freedom. So much joy. We encourage you to try and do this. Let go and let yourselves flow. We are complete. I am Archangel Michael with the Galactic Dragons and the Council of Beam and Light.